So for the past several weeks, my friend's been in Europe and we've been hanging out in Berlin, but we figured we would want to do a little more than that. So we ended up going to Prague for a few days, and that city is absolutely beautiful, but I wasn't able to get everything that I wanted to for the video that I had in mind for that city. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back. But here are some preview clips of what I got in Prague so far, and maybe it'll give you an idea of what type of video I'm trying to put together for that city. So don't forget to subscribe to see that video, because the city is absolutely incredible. The amount of time that we had there was not nearly enough to explore it all, and I will definitely be going back and sharing some of our favorite spots, and also showing off the video that I want to put together for that city, because I could put it out now, but for me, whenever I decide to put out a video, I want to make sure that it's full enough so that you and all the viewers watching it hopefully can take something away useful. But right now we are actually in Hamburg because he wanted to see another city in Germany, and I figured Hamburg would be really incredible because Hamburg is a city full of art, and it's really they're really into their music here and dance scene, and there is a lot of culture and a lot of things to explore. So right now we are at the Elbphilharmonie, which is a space for really cool contemporary art and exhibitions. They're inside checking it out. I wanted to come and introduce this video. We're going to be touring around the city, vlog style. I'll show you some of the favorite finds that we have found, really great restaurants, really great photo spots, and there's something else that I didn't know about the city. There is a really crazy entertainment district, which they call Kiez, and essentially it's a red light district. We're going to be heading down there. I probably won't film that, but I'll talk about that experience once we head down there, and I'll let you know if it's something to check out. I mean, it'll be something that you want to check out, but I'll let you know how I feel about it. We just finished up at the exhibition here at Elbphilharmonie, and it was really, really awesome. What did you think?
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
And it was actually pretty well priced. It was $12 for the main exhibition, but for 13 euros, I don't know why I keep saying dollars, 13 euros, you get the double exhibition, which is the photography exhibit back there, right behind Kat's head, and the main one as well. And it's really cool. I like that they built this really beautiful, colorful building for photo exhibitions. Yeah. Really neat. Definitely come down to this area. But right now, me and the homies are heading off to find some food. So we just finished grabbing a coffee, and so if you're ever in Hamburg, make sure you check out this spot here. It's called Manufact. The coffee was delicious, the space is really cool, and it's in a really dope area where there's lots of shops and restaurants that you can explore. The area that we were in previously was called Stirnschanze, and definitely a cool place to visit because it's filled with really quirky shops, great shopping, awesome coffee shops, and definitely some good shopping.
Yeah.
Did I already say shopping?
You said shopping 3 times.
Okay. Anyways, really great area to be in. But one of the most special things about Hamburg, and if you're not familiar with Hamburg, is that it is a harbor city. So when you're here, you're definitely going to be visiting this area. It is an area filled with buildings that are made brick by brick, and some incredible viewpoints. So I thought it'd be a perfect place to take you to some of the spots that I have scouted for some beautiful photos. Now, as a little fun fact, I wanted to ask everyone watching, what city you think has the most bridges? Is it going to be Venice, Amsterdam, London or Hamburg? I'm gonna give you a few seconds to put your answer in the comments.
Moments later.
Okay, so the answer is actually Hamburg, because Hamburg actually has more bridges than London, Amsterdam, Venice combined. So we're gonna head to the spot where I have a beautiful photo of mine. It's actually super famous, but I wanted that photo for myself. So we'll see you over there. So right behind us is the place where I wanted to get one of my main photos in Hamburg for today. And it's one of the most famous spots. It is the Pugenmühle Street, just right there. And it's called the Pugenmühle Brücke, which is a bridge. So if you look on your maps for Pugenmühle, you'll find this spot. It's pretty easy to find, actually. So we're gonna head all the way back there, and then I'll get the same shot that everyone else is getting. But hopefully I can try to get maybe a different look. So we'll see. Something I found quite funny and interesting is that someone had used a little plastic life raft ring to mark the dead center where you can get the perfect photo. So that's probably why everyone has the exact same photo there and exact same center point. I tried to get a different view. I'm gonna throw both of them up, and maybe you let me know which one you liked better. The classic one that everyone has, which is probably gonna win, or the one where I tried to do my little own interpretation on it. When you're here and you're out visiting the Harbor district, you're definitely going to end up most likely at the Philharmonic building.
Yeah.
And pro tip, if you go online and book a time slot, they charge you €2. But we decided we didn't want to be stuck to a time slot, so we just decided to show up like most people, and the tickets ended up being free.
Cool.
Now there's a really cool viewing platform, but it's very, very, very touristy. So it's going to be highly unlikely that you're going to get a really cool photo, but definitely a great place to visit if you just want to see the city a little bit and some really interesting architecture. So we took a little break for some food, and we made it all the way to Brücke 10, which means Bridge 10. And we had to get a fish sandwich because in Hamburg, that's the equivalent of Berlin's Currywurst. So if you're down by the harbor, cool little spot to stop at and grab a beer and take in the view of the harbor. So it was a really good experience. For a lot of people, they might be a little bit shocked because the fish sandwiches here aren't warm like the ones in North America, but the sandwiches are really good, and I think Kat loved it. Right, Kat?
Yeah.
So now it wouldn't be a proper trip to Hamburg if we didn't stop for a hamburger, because people have said that this is where the original hamburger was invented, and then it was then taken and turned into the American hamburger that we know. But where we went to and where we decided to go, which was kind of nearby where we were, is Otto's Burger. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I will say it was an okay burger. Nothing special. I've had much better before. I've talked about Goldie's in Berlin, which is way more incredible. And so this place was good. If you're in the area and you're craving a burger, that might be a good option. The fry selection, however, is absolutely incredible. But if I was in Hamburg, I would probably not specifically come here for a burger, and I would probably go to Burger Heroes, and I hear that place is really good. But we had to do it. We had to grab a hamburger while in Hamburg. This little area seems to be like their little museum district. There's a really cool sign up there that says, "I don't believe in dinosaurs." That sign is so neat that I wish I had the new Sony 20-70 so that I could vlog, but then also quickly grab that shot. And so it makes me really excited to be testing out that lens really, really soon. But we're going to be heading off to one of the main viewpoints where you can get like a very traditional epic photo of the horizon line in Hamburg. So let's make our way over there. So we made it down to the main city center area.
Yeah.
It's probably the other area where you're going to be visiting besides the harbor area. And it's super beautiful. And it's a really cool spot to get maybe a little landscape shot of the downtown core. We got here a little too late, so I think the early blue hours probably where you're going to get some of the most amazing photos while the lights are turning on, but the sky is still a little bit lighter. I didn't take as many photos as I wanted to. We ate a lot more than we took photos, but we're definitely coming back to venture here. Hamburg does have a fun entertainment district they refer to as the Kiez, and it's a red light district essentially. And it's a little crazy. I didn't film anything because I didn't want to bring my camera down to that area. And right now the street's really busy, so I'm just gonna stop filming for a second. Okay, so now we're on a quieter street. Those are just some of the small highlights of Hamburg. Try to pack in a little bit of everything from places to eat and things to do and great places for some photos. But I've been away from Berlin for a week and a half now, and so I'm fully ready to get back to Berlin, because even though this vlog is fun and I'm always really happy to make them and talk about the places that I visit and hopefully give enough tips and things to do for everyone watching, I have so many fun videos planned for the channel that I want to make, but it requires me being back in Berlin. So with all that said, Hamburg is amazing. We'll definitely be back and do a proper sunrise photo mission.
Yeah.
And until then, that's all from here. So as always,
Live passionately.
and stay inspired. Bye.